To say that the Kardashians have gone through a lot of people in their lives would be a gross understatement. Between friends, partners, and even family members, this family has proven that they are never above burning someone if they feel it's justified. And for proof of this, you need to look no further than the case of Jordyn Woods, who went from one of the family's most trusted members to becoming an outcast. So, how did that happen? And was she able to move on past them? Allow us to show you Jordyn Woods' life after the Kardashians. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. The story of Kylie and Jordyn. To fully understand just how bad things got for Jordyn Woods, you need to understand just how good things were between her and Kylie Jenner. She and Kylie were BFFs once upon a time. Kylie said it multiple times. And if you look back at her younger years on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, you'll see that she and Woods were featured on the show quite a bit because of their friendship. It even went so far that when Kylie had her short-lived spin-off, it went 6 episodes, Life of Kylie, she made sure that Jordyn was a featured person on it, and in a camera interview segment, she noted that she really did love Jordyn, like in a way that is beyond basic friendship. They had a deep bond, and it seemed like nothing would break it. But something did, and it wasn't Jordyn's fault, but she was absolutely the target of said blame, and everything burnt to the ground as a result. The incident that got her exiled. During a Christmas party, NBA player Tristan Thompson, who is the father of Khloé Kardashian's child, went and kissed Jordyn. And the implication was that these two were hooking up on the side, which was bad because Thompson and Khloé were still together at the time. Kind of. It's complicated. The cheating scandal drove a wedge between Woods and the famous family. Furthermore, the scandal was noted on their reality show, and Khloé and Tristan separated as a result of this. Now, on the surface, this may seem like a pretty simple case of cheating, but it's not that basic. Because, as Woods would reveal later on, it was Tristan who made the moves on her and did the kiss at the party. She didn't ask for it either. Yet, because of her role in everything that was happening, things got worse and worse for her. Because, as we know, this family doesn't do anything halfway. The fallout. The fallout that rained down on Woods was immediate and long-lasting. Not only was her friendship with Kylie broken off, the family made sure she couldn't get back to the residence to try and make her case. Another blow came in during the after via Kylie's makeup line. You see, she loved Jordyn so much that she went and made a line of makeup with Jordyn's name on it. But after the scandal broke, Kylie went and slashed the prices of the line. It sold out really quick. And then Kylie discontinued the line so that she didn't have to keep looking at something with her ex-friend's name on it. I remember just sitting in a very dark place. I had my family to talk to, I had you to talk to, but I just felt like I had no one. Woods told Natalie Manuel Lee, "You take everything you think you know for a whole decade, the people you think you know, the life you think you know, everything that you've grown up doing, and you take it all away from someone. I didn't even know how to feel." Woods recalled isolating herself after severe backlash online once news broke of the scandal. "I deleted everything off my phone. I wouldn't respond to anyone. I responded to about 2 people. I pushed people away that probably shouldn't have been pushed away, but I just couldn't trust anyone. Everything in my life changed." That's not an exaggeration at all, based on what she said. And it further proved just how far this family is willing to go in order to get rid of someone who has wronged them. Acceptance of the matter. So yeah, it wasn't the best time ever for Jordyn Woods, but with enough time, she did learn to move on. Woods has since learned to accept what happened, and did so by acknowledging her faults in the incident. Looking at the situation, okay, what did I do? What role did I play in this? How was I responsible? How can I be held accountable? How can I take responsibility for what happened? Things happen, and that's what makes us human, she said. But just acceptance and accountability and responsibility? I feel like people in this generation lack accountability. And when you can't accept what you've done, or you can't accept that, then you can't heal from. It's easy to beat yourself up over things that you could have done differently, but you can't hold on to what you could have or should have done. You just have to accept what actually happened, and then you can let it go. It might take you a month to let it go. It might take you a year to let it go, but you have to start praying to be able to let it go. And while Woods has moved on from her fallout with the Kardashians, she still has regrets about what transpired. "I'm not happy that people were hurt and people had to go through what they went through," she said. "It was a lot for everyone, my family, other families, friends, and not in a million years have I had a negative intention to do something bad to anyone I love. I wouldn't say I'm happy something like that happened, but I'm happy I was able to become who I am today." Learning to be happy and have strength. A thing that often gets lost in scandals is how people go and try to pick themselves up after the media cycle has gone and chewed them up. For Jordyn Woods, that was a long cycle because of the family that was burned by the actions done. And that was just one of many things that Woods went through in the last few years, including the loss of her father. It would be easy to think that she would just break down and try and get through life without being noticed again. But she decided to pick herself back up and move on. "I've gone through, these past 3 years, some of the most traumatic experience a person can go through. When your whole world feels like it's crumbling down, everything you thought you knew, it's really to be rebuilt again, but much stronger. A lot can happen in 1 year. A lot," she said. "Over months and losing everything I thought I knew and gaining so much knowledge, you just can only be happy. The amount of strength I've gained in this year alone, nothing else could have shaped me to the person I am today." The Kardashians. Yeah, here's the thing. While it's true that Jordyn Woods grew from this experience, you can't say the same about the Kardashians and the Jenners. First and foremost, while what happened with Jordyn and Tristan was sad and wrong in its own right, what they did to Jordyn was just plain wrong. They overreacted, and we can prove it. Because despite the fact that Thompson was equally to blame, if not more so to blame, for what happened, the family welcomed him back as he tried to reconnect with Khloé. That relationship is still very messed up, and yet they don't seem to mind. After said incident, Kylie went and found new BFFs, and then ghosted them and burned them too after a while. And the Kardashian curse in regards to their relationship woes continues. So they have that going for them as well. Now, during the reunion episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloé said she wouldn't mind if Kylie and Woods became friends again, which is something. But Kylie also noted that when Jordyn did that, she hurt my family. Except, once again, it was Tristan who did everything, and yet they brought him back into the fold. Double standard much? Moving on. Since her breakup with Kylie, Jordyn has been doing her best to grow and define herself in her own way. She's been continuing to do things in the world of cosmetics, but also gone into acting and was even a part of The Masked Singer back in season 3. So, while the Kardashians did beat her down, if you will, they didn't prevent her from being her own person and living a good life without them. So, what do you think? What do you think of this look at the experience that Jordyn Woods had with the Kardashians? How it almost ruined her life and how she's moving on from it all. Does hearing all of this make it clear to you that Jordyn Woods was wronged by the Kardashian Jenner clan? Do you hope that she gets some comeuppance against them in the future? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the channel.